going on, Gas Gang? Today we are back with an epic video. We have got the all-wheel drive boosted sequential Integra DC5 Type R. We're at an airfield and we're going to set up launch control and get this thing moving right. Guys, this is going to be sick, so stay tuned and let's get it. Welcome to Officially Gas. Let's get it. All right, guys, but before we get into sending this car and seeing what it can do, and obviously setting up that launch control, today I have been invited down by Tillet and Demon Tweaks to fit some insane lightweight seats to my car. I think you'll be very, very impressed. What I'm not gonna do is talk too much. Let's get in there, chat to the lads, and tell you exactly what's going on. Sam, welcome to the channel, mate.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you down here today, Jamie.
Mate, thank you for inviting me down to what I can only describe as the mecca of motorsport. In fact, I stole those words off you.
You did, yeah. No, it really is. It is just like being a kid in a sweet shop here, and working here feels like that as well. It's absolutely awesome. But we are here at the head office for Demon Tweaks in North Wales, and it's the biggest motorsport retailer and showroom in the world. The first thing that strikes you when you come in here is obviously our Audi Super Tourer. Just a race car, just casually sitting in the middle of a showroom. Yeah, famously kind of banned from touring cars for being all-wheel drive. So,
oh, no way.
Yeah, this has got some cool history around it. But yeah, in terms of the other things we do, huge performance section from all of the biggest brands. You know, you need exhaust, wheels, tyres, we've got you covered. As well as seats that we're obviously going to discuss in a little bit more detail in a minute from our friends at Tillet. When it comes to motorsport though, huge range. Have a look at this. Check this out. This is kind of my favourite part of our showroom. Don't show this, don't show that. Obviously, huge range of helmets, suits, boots, gloves, we've got you covered when it comes to racing. Same with cartwear as well, and motorcycles too, so we can hook you up. Okay. Let's check these out though. These are absolutely fantastic. Just look at those. Yeah, they look absolutely beautiful. And I believe we've got the main man, or one of the main men from Tillet down to talk us through, right? We have indeed, yes. We've got Archie from Tillet here to take you through them in a little bit more detail. So I'll hand you over to him. Archie, welcome to the channel, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Mate, you're down here from Tillet, and you're going to tell us about these ultra cool seats that we have picked to go in the Integra, right?
Yes, yeah. So these are the B8s. Yeah, so these are a carbon GRP seat. They weigh 4.8 kilos. We've got some custom panels in there as well. Red honeycomb stitch with leather sides. And then we've also changed the headrest panel, which is an option that we can do. And instead of the traditional yellow, we've gone for a white instead, which obviously matches the Integra quite nice. Yeah, they look ultra cool. And as you said, ultra light. Do you just want to give them a bit of a demonstration to how light these bad boys actually are? Yeah, so here we are.
There you go, and Archie is not just incredibly strong, they are just incredibly light. Yeah,
perfect for sort of saloon cars, basically anything road use. These are the perfect seat. Accessible with 3-point belt systems, so I mean, and for also 6 points. So perfect for someone who wants to do track days and just take it home as well on the road. So yeah, brilliant. And also, these aren't the only ones you do. You've got a vast range, right? Yeah. So we've got a wide range of different seats for different markets. So we do a little bit into the motorsport, which we're actually about to release some new seats. So that should be quite exciting for this year. And then we've also got some new seats on the way for the road use as well. So all quite exciting stuff. But we've got nearly any seat for any car. Wicked.
And again, what I've seen in the comments when I've featured cars with these kind of seats in them, or the Tillet seats, is how can they be comfortable? But I can vouch, and I mean, I can tell people as much as they'll believe me that these are actually so comfy. But do you want to kind of elaborate on, the design based around these seats?
Yeah, of course. So we spend years developing the shapes. We obviously model it off the human body. So unlike traditional seat manufacturers, who rely on mainly just bulky foam, trying to give you the comfort. Obviously, we model it off the body, so I mean, I use it as an office chair every day. So
no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Well, thanks for the talk through. I think there's nothing left to do but get these bad boys fitted, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, let's get them in.
Cool. Right guys, so we've alluded to the fact that obviously we're fitting lightweight seats today, and I believe the weight of the B8s is actually 4.8 kg. However, once you fit all the bracketing and everything like that, the rails, runners, obviously the weight goes up a little bit. But what I thought would be really cool to do is show you exactly how much weight we're actually saving by removing the stock seats. What we're gonna do is whack it on a scale and see what she weighs. So whenever you're ready, sir.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, that is a bit heavier than...
Yeah, they're not as light as you'd think, right?
No, given that it's got no motors or anything.
Okay, so everyone place your bets.
There we are.
All right, there we go. So 19.26 kg, 19.26 kg. And here goes the nice Tillet B8.
Let's check it out.
10.04 basically. So we've got a 9 kg saving on each seat, sorry,
Massive.
which is 18 kg, near on 20 kg, just from seats. And you know what, that's over seats that have no electrics in them, no motors. That's actually a big saving, because you expect the old school stuff to be quite light out the factory, but it just goes to show, you know, more rigidity, comfort and coolness, and we're saving weight. So yeah, all good to go. Shall we get them in the car then?
Let's get them in.
Let's do it. And just like that, you join me at the runway with the Integra on a different day, now rocking a full set of amazing looking and functional Tillet B8 bucket seats. Guys, can we all just have a moment of silence for this setup? And for a Honda, this looks absolutely amazing. As you can see, not only have we fitted the B8 bucket seats, we also done harnesses, which are the Seatbelt harnesses. We also done the padding on the cage finally, so we don't die if we have a crash. And then finally, to tie the seats in lovely, we've got the kick protectors fitted to the cage in carbon fiber. So a massive shout out to Demon Tweaks. Of course, a massive shout out to Tillet for providing these crazy seats. Guys, we are saving now in and around 20 kg over our other seats. But look how nice these look. We got the red stitching that runs perfectly with the red carpets, the carbon that runs with the cage carbon. Guys, it is all mad. It's literally a movie. Also, a real interesting thing to tell you about this car is myself and Josh actually corner weighted this car down at Auto Talk prior to the cage going in, and it actually weighed, with full four-wheel drive, turbo kit, everything, 1,240 kg. The cage went in then, which also weighed another 40 kg. Now we've just lost another 20 kg or thereabouts. So the car's total weight, as you see it, as it stands, with everything done to it, everything in it, is 1,260 kg, which in, I guess, modern day standards is still a very, very light car, which will amount to a crazy power to weight ratio. And of course, guys, if you are looking for a similar seat setup, please do check out Tillet. They cater to all different makes and models. They've got different models, obviously, for different applications. Check them out. Check the links in the description. And yeah, once again, of course, a massive shout out to Demon Tweaks. Those guys literally run the biggest automotive candy shop. So check links out to them too. As you see, the transition changed to a runway. We have the runway to ourselves, and today we are now going to be dialing in the launch control on this bad boy, the Civex GPS guided launch control, to make this into an absolute savage. So without further ado, let's hop in the car, let's have a chat to Romain from RACECAL, who's down here in support, as well as Josh from Auto Talk, and get this popping. All right guys, so as you see, we have the main men in the house. We've got Romain from RACECAL, and of course, Josh from Auto Talk. We're laughing because I got his name wrong first. But anyway, quick brief talk about what we're doing, why we're doing it, how we're doing it today, please, sir.
So today, launch control, and be fast.
That's right.
So we now had the chance to set up the launch control before. We got the new Civex GPS, which is going to pick up vehicle speed.
Yep.
So we're going to set up launch control and traction control based on the true GPS speed. We're going to start low and build it up. It's fairly cold today. We haven't got the rain, but we've never done that before. Nope. Not with your car. Nope. So hopefully we get some good results today.
Wicked, wicked. Josh, how you feeling? Am I going to break it today?
You better not.
Oh man, well listen. Yeah, no, it should be good. It should be good. And before we get cracking, I just want to know how are you feeling about the new seats, man?
I think They're bloody gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're actually quite comfy.
I know.
Well, like normally when you got carbon seat, you're very like you're very straight and it breaks your back very quickly. But
these are quite chill, isn't it?
And as you said, like you noticed earlier, like the little white there with
it runs with the white.
The white case, I think is good.
We don't mess around. We only work with the best. Hence these two lads on the seats.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people use them on drag GTR as well.
That's right. That's right.
I think Rocky might have tilted on his car before.
Oh, okay.
And again, like I spent hours in his car, and yeah, always very comfy. It's good.
There you go. All right, shall we get into it?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Bro, I'm telling you.
I like the spirit.
Anything can break at any time. I just told him, so I've got to have the cameras rolling. So we're basically now just testing some.
To see if we got a bit of wheel spin and see if the traction control works.
Okay, so put my foot down, flat shift into second.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. First in. That's aggressive, isn't it? That's Cal free, isn't it? That's not even all the boost.
I'll double check the data. That was good shift for a second.
That's the problem. Just for people tuning in who don't really know, one of our biggest issues is wheel spin. Wheel spinning too much at the front and locking us out of flat shifting into second. A lot of you know this from some of the OG battles that I've had, and you guys are calling me a crap driver, but no, it's actually the car.
The problem that you've got, if you hit the rev limiter, so on sequential box you got dogs, and you basically check the dogs. So if you try to shift at the wrong time, which you can't know as a driver, you're not going to be able to shift. It's the same like if you try to do an upshift, braking is physically not going to go on most gearboxes, sequential gearbox. So if we manage to take care of the spin, so instead of going you kind of like float on it. As a driver, you manage to change gear nicer and at a better time. So.
So guys, we basically do you want to explain that again? We sensed a little bit of wheel spin.
Yeah, so we had a little bit of wheel spin right at the top of the RPM. Because we're not launching the car, take a bit of time to actually boost up. It's kind of like just at the end, just before you shift it, which worked quite nice because I think without the traction control, you will have been more straight towards the rev limiter. This time, kind of like dampen the rate of acceleration, and you manage to shift into second gear quite nicely. So
we're going to try again now. Yeah, flat shift into second, Just put my foot down. Ready?
Too sensitive there.
Okay. So that's what that was. Because I put my foot down and you're kind of braking up a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay, so that I thought it was the car messing around there, but I forgot we got traction control getting dialed in now. All right, so just put my foot down again, flat shift to second, All right, let's go. As a driver, that got me like. When this grips up, what's the traction control working there?
Yeah, exactly. That's you can feel it's just floating on spin.
It didn't even like as a driver and like driving this car and launching it didn't even feel like the traction control was intervening there. It was so subtle.
Exactly. That's why, like when you find that nice spot, you can't feel it. You might just about to hear it if you go into because like the first step is initial retard, which you can't hear. You might feel like the car just like settling down, pulling down a bit of timing, so you lose a bit of power. And if this is not enough, or if the EGT goes too high, then you go into a fuel cut to control the EGT and to control the spin as well. Which is not as smooth because it's going to be
Yeah.
So
that was cool.
that was nice.
It felt good. Felt good. So first time launching it now, Cal 1. So all the boost out pretty much. Is this
pretty much minimum boost?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Whenever you are. Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Felt it a little bit at the beginning, and it kind of gave me it back. And again, I think I did short shift a little bit, but we got the shift into second is the main thing, and that's the trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
You had like you went, kind of like plop.
Yeah.
Feel like we can spin a bit more. Let me have a look.
Okay. Felt strong. Guys, we're getting there. Every time I launch this car, I'm like, oh man. I mean, it's got the running gear to take it, but
like don't think you can launch much harder than this. Just spins.
Okay. And just to reiterate, we're still on gate pressure now.
That's gate pressure, yeah.
Yeah.
So you want the boosty in second gear.
Yeah. So you're gonna give me. I've been telling Romain, give me all the boosts in second gear. I can handle it. On pump
I
fuel.
don't think you can, but I give it to you.
This is the famous last words before the car goes bang. All right, you let me know when, and I'll send it. First to third, yeah? Or
well, first to third, you need to go into second between the two.
hopefully.
It's a sequential.
Second gear leads the chat. There's a problem here.
Yeah, if you go to first to third,
We've got a problem.
You've got a problem. Let's go.
All right, let's do this.
That was traction.
Was that traction control? That's mad. I've never felt that before. That do 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 do.
Yeah, it wasn't very smooth there.
Okay, so
but
maybe yeah, it moved, right?
Yeah, it moved. Yeah.
Maybe it can't handle all the boosts in second gear. But you know what? Also, what we got to tell people right now is it's raining. It's actually raining. I don't know how well you guys can see.
Yeah.
So the runway is now slightly slippery.
And it's freezing.
And it's freezing cold, so that ain't helping. So now we've got more wheel spin in seconds.
Yeah, I think the launch is nice.
Yeah.
Just need to work on the next gear. So you got a bit more boost in first. The amount of spin and stuff obviously vary.
Okay.
But because you got more spin in first, more boost in first, you get more boost instantly in second gear.
Okay. All right.
It's still not max boost in second gear because I don't think it's needed.
Okay.
You just want enough boost to be able to run max boost in third gear straight away.
Okay.
Kind of like step by step.
Got ya.
Okay, whenever you are ready, I am ready.
All right, let's go.
That was nice.
That felt good, right?
Yeah.
That felt good.
Yeah.
So was that full boost in third then, or?
Full boost in third.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet, man.
That
felt
was
good.
clean.
Felt
That
good,
was
right?
clean. Yeah. Yeah.
And guys, like,
You know when you get the sweet spot.
yeah,
and you're like,
that was it.
That was clean.
yeah.
That was it.
All right, Romain, tell us what you've just done. So it's quite cool.
So because I can see like it's quite hard to know when you need to launch a car.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. It's not like wet clutch, so you can stay on launch for pretty much as long as you want. But as a driver, if you're off the line or if you're like playing drag racing and stuff, it's important to know when you can launch.
Yeah.
When you're on the right boost, right RPM and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just created a custom table on Cyvex to overshoot the RPM.
Okay.
And as you overshoot the RPM, you'll hear the RPM goes higher than your RPM targets for the launch, but as you reach your boost target for the launch, the RPM will come back down.
Got ya.
Because you overshoot, your wheel boosts faster as well.
Got ya.
So instead of being like and waiting, it goes and then comes back down.
Okay.
So try. If it feels weird,
Yep.
just let off, but it should be fairly self-explanatory.
All right. Fingers crossed. No pressure. All right. Let's go. That's wicked. That's wicked. Goes over and just comes back.
So you can see 5-3, and then comes back.
Yeah.
You can launch.
That's why he's the man. All right, guys. So as you saw with this new kind of custom map where the revs go over and then kind of come back down, on the first one, oh God, I've stopped on a dog. No, we're back into first. On the first one, you would have heard it was quite hard to differentiate if we were at our boost target and had it come back down.
Yeah, until they actually did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you made it a little bit more spicy now.
A little bit more spicy.
Do we leave on it or do we just show them what it sounds like?
Oh, launch it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Send it, yeah?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, you'll be able to hear it. So.
All right, let's go. Yeah, that's mean. That's mean. That is mean as hell. Right guys, so now as you see it's all going on here. We're actually because we were running out on pump fuel, we're actually taking the pump fuel out and we are now putting the ethanol in, but unfortunately for today you guys are not going to see that, and I'll explain why in a second. But before we say too much more about that, Romain, how did today go, bro?
Very good.
Okay.
It's very cold.
Yes. Stop raining though now.
It stopped raining.
Which is going to be good for part 2.
Which is like it's drier now.
Yep.
But it went very well.
Yep.
Managed to set up the launch, the GPS, traction control, gear change between first to second gear, boost as well.
Yep.
Perfect, really.
Wicked. Very repeatable, which is one thing that was a problem with this before. Trying to make it do the same thing twice in a row was
that's the beauty of the GPS base speed, because you set up basically a certain target based on the GPS speed, those vehicle speed now. And then it doesn't matter what condition you've got, it's always going to do the same thing. It might not be quite as fast,
yep,
but you would do the same thing again and again and again and again. So you can run like another 0.5 of a bar or another 500 RPM base on launch, and then it's going to control it. And that's what, like, between the very first time when you managed to make it work and now, like, you can barely tell the difference. So that's the beauty of it.
Spot on, spot on. Wicked. Well, thank you as always, sir.
No
thank you.
worries.
All right, guys. So basically, we are now set up and ready to go. You can see each and every time there, I got it into second gear. The mic's still on, bro. The mic's still on.
No,
you can't even whisper. You can't whisper. He just said, mate, it's all. I hate lying. I hate lying on camera. Why does Jamie make me do this? No, he did not say that under his breath. Anyway, guys, so basically now we're all set up. It goes into second gear. It's all good. Shout out to RACECAL. Shout out to Cyvex, of course, because we are fully Cyvexed up with a GPS module and ECU. And of course, shout out to TILLETT and Demon Tweaks. Check links in the description for each and every one. And shout out to Josh. And now this is where things get very exciting, because right now we are turning it up. We're putting on ethanol, and we are going to run some times and see what this bad boy can actually do. So it's going to be a different video. Stay tuned, smash subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, let's see what this bad boy all-wheel drive Integra can do. So yeah, catch you on the next one. Peace out.
They ain't think we make it, they had no idea. We just keep it coming like it's diarrhea. Posted in them galleries, always been them overseas. Price going up like a slice in the pizzeria. Back when we was managed by the homie Pierre, went from overlooked to overbooked, and now they never see us. Here I go again.